Today on 321 Liftoff, we are on location at the Space Coast Office of Tourism Visitor Center located in historic and beautiful downtown Cocoa Village, where we're surrounded by lots of brochures and attractions and things to see and do in the Space Coast, as well as beautiful artwork supplied by the Brevard Cultural Alliance, which showcases a lot of talented artists that live and work in the Space Coast. Today, we're going to be discussing the myriad of sports activities and all the golf courses and golfing activities here in the Space Coast. As an avid golfer myself, I know the Space Coast offers golfers some of the best championship golf courses in all of Florida. And you'll learn more coming right up, right here on 321 Liftoff.
Three, two, one. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Welcome to 321 Liftoff. I'm Wayne Belden, the president of Belden Communications, the publisher of the Space Coast Fun Guide and SpaceCoastFunGuide.com. We'll be bringing you 321 Liftoff each week, talking about tourism on Florida's fabulous Space Coast. With me is the host of 321 Liftoff, Bonnie King, former deputy director of the Space Coast Office of Tourism, as well as the past president of the Florida Film Commission. Bonnie, are we ready to blast off on 321 Liftoff?
Hey-o!
Hey, and as you can probably deduce, I am not Bonnie, but I am Wayne Belden, the president of Belden Communications, sitting in for Bonnie, who's away on assignment this week, and she'll be back with us next week. As you heard in the open, today we are in beautiful downtown Cocoa Village at the offices of the Space Coast Office of Tourism, and we're surrounded by lots of brochures and all the attractions, pictures and brochures and things to do while you're here in Florida Space Coast, as well as the beautiful artwork supplied by the Brevard Cultural Alliance. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of talented artists that live and work in this area, and you're definitely going to want to see some of their work. But today, we're going to discuss, the subject is going to be very popular. It's all about Space Coast sports activities and golfing. And as an avid golfer myself, I can tell you the Space Coast offers some of the greatest championship golf courses you'll ever see in Florida. And our guests today are Erinn Stranko, Sports Commissioner of the Space Coast Office of Tourism, and Gina Liberto, the Development and Marketing Administrator for the City of Melbourne Parks and Recreation. 321 Liftoff is brought to you in part by the Beachside Hotel and Suites on Cocoa Beach, offering a great overnight vacation destination when you plan to visit your Space Coast vacation, and by Longboard's Restaurant and Tiki Bar located at the Hilton Oceanfront on Cocoa Beach. As the Tiki Bar aficionado, I can tell you Longboards offers you fabulous ambiance with great food and great drinks. And by the SpaceCoastFunGuide.com, where you'll learn what there is to do in this fabulous area and where to do it. Joining me is our producer, Phil Bird. Hey, Phil.
What is going on? I'm excited to learn about golfing because I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, don't feel alone. You know, we're all in the same boat when you start playing golf. My sidekick is none other than my son and Vice President of Belden Communications. Good morning, John Belden.
How you doing there, Pop? I must tell you, I'm a pro golfer myself. I'm pretty good at the putt-putt. It's amazing, seriously, guys, how many visitors actually come to Space Coast. They bring their own golf clubs, and while some of the family may be headed to the beach or other attractions in the area, you actually see the passionate golfers enjoying the fresh air, the beautiful surroundings of the Space Coast as they alleviate stress and enjoy their vacation. It makes you want to get out there and play, doesn't it, by seeing that. Our two guests today actually seem very relaxed. We'll have to ask their secret because, I'm sure it's because they love what they do and they're happy to share how they promote golfing and sports activities here on the Space Coast. So let's go ahead and welcome Erinn Stranko and Gina Liberto. How you doing there, ladies?
Doing great.
Doing great.
It's a beautiful day on the Space Coast.
It is a beautiful day in the Space Coast.
Every day is a beautiful day on the Space Coast. Every day.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So let me ask you both your background. How did you get into your current positions? What brought you here?
So I came here about 3 years ago. My husband is a chemist for the Air Force.
Oh, he's a smart guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the tough guy. He's the smart guy.
Oh, okay.
So,
Take it easy.
Yeah. So we moved here. He's stationed at Patrick, and we moved here from Alaska. So we were stationed there before we came here. And before that, we were in Panhandle, Florida. So we went from one extreme to another and
Wow.
then back to another. So I have to say it's been definitely interesting acclimating to the climates as we've gone back and forth from Florida to Alaska back to Florida.
Is there golfing in Alaska?
There is
Is
yes. There? Yeah.
What a climate, huh?
Jaber has, or Joint Base Elmendorf Richardson has a really beautiful course, actually. It's gorgeous.
Is it green?
I picture just ice.
Yeah, I was trying to picture how do you play
You
golf
wouldn't
in
believe
snow.
the spring and summer there actually is just superb. And the temperatures are mild enough that you can play every day in the spring and summer.
Wow. Okay.
Fantastic.
All right. What about Gina?
Wow. So I'm one of those people who, if you say a job, I'm like, oh, I've done that. So I've done a little bit of everything. I actually moved here 27 years ago. And initially, I worked in advertising in the radio industry.
Really?
Yes. And
He was in radio for 30 years.
yeah, well, it was brief. It was only for about 5 years that I did that. And I bounced from a few stations, from station to station. But, and this is back when they were family owned.
Ah.
Yeah.
So-
Today it's not that
Much better.
way.
It was
Right.
much better back
Now it's all corporate
Right.
owned.
Exactly. And so I went from there to working with my family's business. My family was in the furniture business. And so I was the sales manager for my dad. And then I got into direct sales. And when I started having children, and I had a direct sales business for 20 years. I
Oh,
was
wow.
a stay-at-home mom. Well, you say stay at home, but when you work into leadership and direct sales, you end up traveling all over the country, training hundreds and hundreds of women. Basically, our company was all women, and it was very lucrative, very positive experience. It was great, and I miss the old days when it comes to that.
It's not LuLaRoe, was it?
No, it was actually Premier Designs Jewelry.
Okay. Very
So
cool.
it was
Nice.
phenomenal. Great relationships, getting to help women. It was awesome.
Awesome.
So then when my kids got older and the economy changed, I still did Premier as a side hustle, but I got back into advertising, first in direct mail, briefly. Did not enjoy that very much. And then I actually ended up working with Space Coast Daily
Okay.
and then some of the sports online media coverage
Very cool.
companies here. So I've been with the city now since it'll be 2 years in November. So very, very quickly coming up on my 2-year anniversary. And it's the first time I've been on the marketing side of it. I've always been the advertising person.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of have that vision, and I always have to explain,
Well, it's a fun division, right?
Right.
Because there's a lot of things here that feed off of when it comes to golf and sports,
Yeah.
right?
completely.
Absolutely. So how did you get involved with the golf course in Melbourne?
Because I am the person who conveys the information about all of our programs at Parks and Recreation, we have 2 golf courses. So I started being very curious, and I was hearing things, from the community about how our courses needed to be improved. And so anything that goes through a municipality takes quite a while to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we have been working diligently for the last several years on budget and what needs to be done to make those improvements. So this is a great service for the community. And now it's coming to fruition. And of course, it's still going to take some time, but we're in the process of starting to get those things done. It's very exciting.
Okay, and those 2 courses are Crane Creek Reserve and Mallard's Landing?
Yes, sir.
That's okay, fantastic. Have you played any of those courses yourself?
I've been on the driving range at Crane Creek Reserve, and I've been out in the golf cart on...
Isn't that fun, the
Crane
golf
Creek.
cart? That's like the best part.
So that's not the driving range.
No.
No.
The driving range and where you're at the golf cart, completely different. But there is sometimes the golf courses, they have beer carts and such, which are fun.
Yes.
I used to love just driving around on the golf cart because I'm learning how to play, right?
My favorite golf activity is just Tokyo drifting in the cards. That's me.
Tokyo
That's me.
drifting? Like-
Yeah,
Oh, check it. Well, the golf courses don't appreciate that, though.
No.
If you don't
No.
agree.
But when you're the
Not at
sports
all.
commissioner, you do get some, some
Oh.
leeway. I'm just kidding.
Can I borrow your badge?
Yeah, I was like, she pulls that card out. Bam!
There is a culture to golf, though, and
It
I
is.
didn't realize
Absolutely,
that. Like, I was
all by
very
itself.
nervous about the playing itself, but then I was like, wait a minute, there's a cart girl, and
Yep.
there's a
There's an-
lounge, and you all go there after. Like, this is the
and,
thing.
and there's an outfit. Like I learned the first time I went to a golf course, I was kind of just doing like my jeans and thing. And I looked around and I said, okay, next time out, I have to have the whole outfit, the slacks with a nice golf polo.
Yeah,
and-
they're
I don't
very
even-
particular about how you
Oh, yes.
you're
Yeah.
dressed.
Funny story. The director of Parks and Recreation and I, when all of these changes started to come to fruition, she made me go shopping, and she went shopping, and we actually have matching golf outfits.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
we're super cute.
That's adorable.
Yes.
I don't play golf, but I still dress up like I do.
That's
sometimes.
good.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how to do the sport, but I'll look good at doing
Oh
it. Right?
yeah,
I mean,
I can definitely pull off the look.
Yes.
You know what's really hilarious? If you ever see pictures of great golfers like Bobby Jones, who's the greatest amateur golfer the country's ever seen, and those pictures are back in the 20s and 30s, you'll see these guys wearing knickers, and they're wearing sport coats and ties.
I love
During
that.
golf?
Which were required on the golf course at that time.
Wow. How is that conducive to being comfortable in your swing? I mean,
It was just so much more like hoity-toity. Like
It's
I
a
think
culture.
that's yeah.
It's
I
the
don't
whole
know.
golf
Oh,
culture.
let's go to the country
but you know
club
what?
in our
It's,
knickers.
it's very stress relieving for me. I mean, I'll play horrible, but it's something about being out there. I don't know, the game itself, to trying to achieve it, and it's a lot of fun just going out there. And I think we were talking earlier about getting the aggression out, hitting the ball. Right?
Yeah, I'm terrible at it, but I do love going out and hitting the ball.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Well, in golf, it's it's the exact opposite. To hit the ball good,
Yeah,
it's not
barely.
don't try and hit it hard.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right, it's the technique.
It's a technique of learning the swing. The golf club will make the ball go as far as you want it, because there's different pitches to
Yeah.
a 2-iron, a 3-iron, a
Right.
4-iron. The higher you want it to go, the higher the number. So
He's
you
a golf almanac.
I'm a-
Yeah,
So
I'm going to take
happy-
lessons
so-
from this guy.
So Happy
You
Gilmore.
can't, you
and
can't
after-
Happy
Yeah, I
Gilmore
know.
that. I was just going to say
I
that.
wanted to do the Happy Gilmore. A buddy of mine is a hockey player. He's been playing hockey for many years, and we went golfing together. And I was like, "Can you do it?" And yeah, that's it's harder to actually do on camera. In the movies, it's just simply that.
yeah, everyone makes the mistake of trying to hit it as hard as they can, and that's the worst thing. You don't do.
If he saw the Happy Gilmore, he'd be mad.
I learned something today.
So let me get back. Tell me a little bit about your golf courses.
About the golf courses. Well, Crane Creek Reserve is actually a beautiful course. And the land was gifted to the city, if I'm not mistaken. So it can only ever be a golf course.
Nice.
And it's very special to a lot of people. And there are people who have played there for years and years and years, families that have been there for years. And it means a lot to a lot of people. So we work really hard to maintain that and keep it a great place. Mallards is on Lake Washington. It's in need of some love, and so we're making that happen. And we've also kind of adjusted our viewpoint of the golf courses over the last year and a half since I've been there, because they're there as a service for the community. And in doing my research and learning about how to market these courses currently, because marketing changes over the years as well. Like, people need to know certain things and they need to get their information in a certain way. So I started doing a lot of research. And in what I was seeing is it's kind of become a place for gathering for people in the communities.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's about golf, but we have other things as well, like foot golf.
Foot golf?
Wait, hold on. What is that?
Is it like the European thing, football, soccer?
always-
Like, what is this?
I always thought foot golf was associated with cheating.
Yes. Kicking the ball in? Is that
One might think, but foot golf is actually really cool. It's the holes are big enough for a soccer ball, and you start off and you kind of Happy Gilmore it, run up to it like with your foot, and
Oh
you
my
kick
gosh.
it, and it goes.
Okay,
and
so
it's
that's
foot
the
golf.
same thing
exactly.
as driving off.
Basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's
the
so
foot.
fun.
Okay,
So,
it is really wild.
Miss Commissioner, if we
Yes.
do foot golf during regular golf, is that cheating?
I would, yes, I would say so.
I don't think
All
that
right.
fits
And
in the rules.
especially because, if you're hitting a golf ball into the foot golf hole,
Yeah.
you've got a much greater chance, because the foot golf
I like my odds.
holes are the size of a soccer ball.
Right.
But
a
foot
good
golf
way to
is
start.
super fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun. And if you like to run,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
It's really fun.
Yeah, awesome. It reminds me when I was in elementary school, I used to get these big fat pencils because my handwriting was so bad. They wanted to train me.
Yeah.
I should train to do golf with the foot golf.
There you go.
Right.
There you go.
That's it.
Let me
There you
know.
go.
Let's go.
There you
Let's
go.
do it.
I'm down.
So what actually makes a golf course a good golf course? This question is for anybody because I've never been to one. So what
The
qualities
greens.
you look at when picking a good golf course?
Okay. Do you either want to handle that, or you want me to
I
do
would
it?
think it would be different for different people because some people want it to be more challenging. Some people want to just be able to enjoy and learn and accomplish getting the ball in the hole at some point, right? If you're not as talented.
that has a lot to do with it, but it depends upon what level you are at in
Okay,
golf.
so golf courses have different.
Like me, I'm a 7 handicap, which is I've been playing the game for 30 years, so I'm a little bit more accomplished. And what I look for is a golf course that is groomed properly. There's no weeds in the fairway. The greens are cut. I like a fast green. A fast green is a green where when you putt the ball, it goes and goes and goes and goes. Okay, and those are when you're an accomplished golfer. That's what you're looking for. When you're first starting out, you really don't know about that yet.
Yeah.
So you're just looking for something with green, that's green, and you can hit it. And then you're looking for the short grass, which is up on the green and with a hole. And if you see that, you're in business. That's what you're looking for.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's good information right there. We always learn something new. And speaking of which, it's time for 3 things you need to know. Brought to you by Beachside Hotel and Suites. Beachside Hotel and Suites in Cocoa Beach, our sponsor. We love them. They got to go check them out. They actually have this Saturday a duck dive mermaids coming out between 2:30 and 3:30 p.m. Families come out, get to see the mermaid. It's a great attraction. They love it. They got the Sunday NFL ticket, which we love to watch some football there. And then obviously they got music also going to Saturday. Jersey Mike is the name, doing live music.
He's bringing subs too.
He's bringing maybe. We won't hold him to it, but Beachside Hotel and Suites, you got to come check it out. They got everything for you. They got an awesome lazy river. So when you're coming on vacation, that's a great way because you want to be lazy, and they provide everything for you. So if you want to go to the beach, they give you the beach boogie, they give you the bicycles, they give you the boogie boards, what have you. Go check it out. So we appreciate their sponsorship. So 3 things you need to know. We've got our 2 guests here. And what we'd love to do is find out, give us 3 things that maybe we don't know about you, some interesting facts. We'll start with you there, Erinn.
Okay, I like singing karaoke. Really, it's really terrible.
What's your
but
go-to
What are your
song?
songs?
oh gosh,
Just one.
I really love Fiona Apple's "Criminal."
Criminal.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
So-
it's such an awesome song.
I will bust out with Garth Brooks, Friends in Low Places,
heck
right?
yeah.
I'll take them
I'm
over
with you on
here.
that.
But then I go Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back.
Oh, I'm with you on
And I
that
really
too.
throw them for a loop.
Okay, I like that. I like
Awesome.
that. That's a good duo.
We'll do a karaoke thing later.
Okay, foot golf and karaoke.
Sweet.
That's
This is going to be a fun day.
all right.
All right.
And let's see. I am the official sports commissioner for Brevard County, so that's kind of cool. Everybody jokes and calls me the commish, and I have a really fun basketball net in my office that has my name, and it's like the commish on it, that was gifted to me by one of my coworkers, Megan Happel. She's wonderful.
Awesome.
She's our public relations manager, and she knows how much I love basketball, so she installed me a basketball net in my office. And
What
so
a job.
now
I
and
love it.
again I annoy my coworkers with my bouncing of my tiny little basketball in my office. So I try to keep the basketball to a minimum because I am on the clock, but
But you're doing your job. They can't get too mad,
that's
right?
that's true. Hey,
Research.
fitness
Right.
is my job. Okay.
Can you dunk?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I can totally dunk.
That's cheating.
Yeah. Bring me a little box to stand on and I can dunk. Not right now, not currently.
Right.
I got to take a little break right now from dunking.
All right, so that's 2. You got a third?
Third, I'm really bad at golf. I'm so bad at golf, but I will say one of the funnest golf things that I have to share is our deputy director and I went out to oh gosh, what's the course out there? The Great Outdoors course.
Titusville.
And they
That's in
have
Titusville.
Yes, in Titusville. And they have this really cool driving range that is floating islands.
Nice.
And you actually hit the balls into the water.
Fun.
And it was like
Down your
howling.
throat.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super fun. The winds were like howling the day that we went out there to
Yep.
check out their course, but we sat out there with a bucket of balls and hit the entire bucket in like, I don't even know because I'm really bad at that.
It
whole-
goes quick, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when the wind is like it was that day, like you're hitting nothing. But I did hit the island
Awesome.
once, a whole bucket.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
All right, Gina.
Okay, so one of my, it's not a hobby because I don't play or do it, but one of my pleasures is going to see live music. Like that's one of my favorite things. So I'm always looking for it. And so this last year has really killed me.
Yeah,
You know,
tough.
and now it's all starting to happen again. And so I probably look like a real partier because I'm out a lot trying to find live music, but I'm not. I'm very responsible.
Okay.
And some people may not know, unless you can tell from my accent, that I'm from Baltimore.
Really?
So, yes, I am.
Okay, did not pick up on that.
Yes, I lived there for the first 20 years of my life, and then I moved to the D.C. area, and I went to University of Maryland, and so I'm here by way of there.
Okay.
And lived there for 5 years, and then came down here. And I guess the third thing is that I'm going to learn how to golf. I've been taking
believe it.
lessons. We now offer lessons through our golf pros at the
Sign me up.
courses. So I'm excited.
At Crane Creek.
We've been at Crane Creek, and I think the next time we meet, we're going to meet at Mallard's.
Cool.
But it's having some work done, so I'm not sure how that's going to
So those of you that are listening out of state that they're coming here to the Space Coast, even if you don't play, you can still play. You want to learn how to play, come down to the Space Coast and
Exactly.
learn. So that's the three things you need to know.
And now's a good time to tell them. I think we've got, 20 courses. 20 courses here in the Space Coast area that some of them are absolutely breathless. I mean, I played a lot of golf courses, but you've got some beautiful, beautiful courses here that are right on the ocean even. That's a Special Holland course.
Yeah.
Do you have any knowledge of that one? Have you ever been on that one yet?
No,
That's
I
a
have not.
county
Well,
course, actually.
It is.
Really?
Yeah.
It is. And I bring that up because you mentioned the wind.
Yeah.
Well, this course is right on the ocean. So
It's so beautiful, though.
So that's my kind of thing.
aside from
yours can't get any better.
the normal challenges that you would have, you also are going to have to deal with the wind.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of guys out there that love to do that, love to play in the
It's
wind.
an extra challenge.
This
Yeah.
time of year in the fall, I bet you it's beautiful out
It's
there.
yeah, it
Right.
is.
Absolutely beautiful.
And then we've got Bay Tree National Golf course, which was ranked on the top 75 places to play golf by Golf Digest. And let me tell you, that's a testimony right there. That's pretty good if you make it. I mean, you think about the thousands and thousands of golf courses in the United States, and you made the top 75. Let me tell you, if you're anywhere, in the country listening right now, and you're a golfer, think about coming to the Space Coast because we have got some golf courses for you.
Year-round play too.
Year-round play.
If you can
It's
stand
true.
the heat in August and September, it's year-round play. I mean, it's beautiful.
It is. And think about what's around you when you're able to do it. I mean, we have rocket launches all the time that you could catch while you're golfing.
Yeah, while you're golfing. Where else can you do that?
You can't.
can't.
You can't. And you got the beach right there, world-class beach. You got Kennedy Space Center. It honestly, as a family person, it's great because you can let the family go do their thing if they want, and
Y'all go play.
You go play. I'm going to go play on the course.
Yeah, that's actually a really good thing for you to bring up because we've actually been looking at that angle from a tourism perspective. Sometimes couples will come on a vacation and each of them want to go do their own thing. Maybe someone likes to go to the beach more than the other person. One person goes and plays, a round of golf and the other goes to the beach for the day. It is a good activity if you wanted to have a day to yourself, even while you're on a family vacation.
And your dad day.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's for me. It's Dad Day while they're shopping because I'm not a shopper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So it's great, and God, what a great way to do it.
And all of these courses are just minutes from the hotels over on the beach side. They're not far at all. And many of these accommodations, I would probably say all of them, have special rates and things for golfers that are coming down. Would I be correct in assuming that?
Yep, a lot of them do. And actually, we've just recently, with the help of the Florida Golf Alliance, who is the state entity that partners with the Florida Sports Foundation, which is our state sports commission. And I'm the liaison between our office. We're the official, sports commission for Brevard County. We work with the state level of Florida Sports Foundation and the Florida Golf Alliance, and we actually market to tourists that live, in the Northeast. That, for instance, starting in November, they can't really golf up there. So
Right.
we try to attract them to
Snowbirds.
our area in the off months because golfers are intrepid travelers.
Yes,
They will
we are.
drive, they will fly, they will come and play golf any way they can. Even during the hardest hit year of COVID, golf tee times were up more than 36%.
Why not? You're outside.
We were
You're
so
outside,
busy.
you're able to socially distance. And if people still have concerns about that, we are a drivable destination. We have tons of courses here that operate year round. And you can come here from a colder climate and have that little long weekend to play golf. And you can play multiple courses because everything is close together. I mean, we're 72 miles of beachfront.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
cannot
longest,
beat
the
it.
longest beachfront in the entire state.
Yep. And, one of the things that we talked about with the, what makes a good course, and from my perspective, a course that is clean and well kept, and I haven't seen a course yet that really has let me down in Brevard County. I mean, I
That's
can go out to
great.
these courses and
I-
be very proud of what we have to offer.
I totally agree. I've been playing courses here for over 20 years, and I've never seen a bad course yet.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And I think, having, good drainage, nice grass, and all these things that, you just walk on the course and you're like, wow, you're just blown away because they really are just beautiful.
Well, not only that, the facilities. We actually had a baby shower here at Indian River Preserve. The very first weekend they were open, brand new facility. The clubhouse, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. So if you want the whole experience, you got a beautiful
Yes.
course. And then, of course, it's very common, like we were talking about before, after you play and to go into the restaurant, you've got some beautiful places here and great
There
food. I mean,
are.
it's a total package.
Right.
There are some really awesome clubhouses here. Like
Yeah.
if you've ever been to Duran,
Oh God,
and
that's
it's
beautiful.
insane. I mean, just the views out there are so beautiful.
The first weekend we lived, I moved here. You took us to Duran. We went for mimosas.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Rockledge Country Club. Rockledge Country Club, I've been out there several times. It's just incredible. Driving that course and seeing the old growth oak trees that are out there with Spanish moss. I mean, it's just your idyllic Florida golf course. It's so old. It is the first course that was ever created in Brevard County. And they've just been added to the Florida Historic Golf Trail.
Really?
So we have 2 courses in Brevard County that are on that historic golf trail, and they're one of them, as well as Crane Creek
Creek,
Reserve.
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then there's the Cocoa Beach Country Club,
Yes.
which I always enjoyed playing because that golf course is right near the ocean, and then you got the Banana River on the other side.
And really cool fact about that place is that The Right Stuff, the movie, had
heard
some
about that.
filming done out there, so it's very famous for being in a movie. So.
You know, I should explain as I'm talking to people. I shouldn't assume that everybody understands the geographical layout of our area, but if you just happen to be in front of a computer, look on spacecoastfunguide.com and pull up our map, and you'll see that Cocoa Beach is kind of a landlocked area between the ocean and the river. And there are homes there. That's where most of the hotels are, and the golf course, Spessard Holland, is there. So you've got the ocean on one side, and you got the Banana River on the other side, and it's just an interesting golf course to play. I played it many, many, many times. There again, the wind comes into play. So there's a lot of interesting things. These golf courses here are just phenomenal. They really are.
I learned back in 2005, I learned that Florida, because you talk about how great it is for Florida, has more golf courses than 39 states combined.
Well, because we got the year-round temperature for it.
It is. So, it's like this is the perfect setting, and the Space Coast is the place you want to do it. So it's an interesting fact, and we'll kick off, actually, Space Coast trivia. So we're going to find out some knowledge here today with our man there, Phil.
That is right. All this stuff about golfing. I got golf questions for us for Space Coast trivia.
Now, Pop, I'm
boy,
counting
here
on
we
you to
go.
pull us through on this one, okay?
Space
I'll
Coast
try.
I'm gonna
My
be
golf
terrible.
pros are going to be so disappointed. I have a feeling.
This is going to be embarrassing.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Space Coast trivia brought to you by Longboard.
Longboards, Tiki Beach Grill, again, another one of our sponsors. They're located in Cocoa Beach at the Cocoa Beach Hilton. They got live music all weekend, so you want to check that out. Food specials, drink specials. They got a beautiful tiki hut, thatched roof. It's a beautiful spread over there. So if you've ever eaten there,
Tuna poke bowl.
let me tell you what, their salads are absolutely
They're so
incredible. I mean, everything there is fantastic, and it's a great setting. You go to the beach for the day. When you come off the beach, they got beautiful food. They got amazing food, a beautiful tiki hut area, nice bar, and you can watch the football game Saturday and Sunday. They got the ticket and everything.
Or a golf tournament.
I mean, really, it's spread out, which is great, and it's a fun time. So, brought to you by Longboard Tiki Beach Grill. Thank you so much, Longboards.
All right, so I got these questions for golfing for babies.
Golfing for
That's
babies.
where I got it right. So hopefully these questions
So you're saying there's a chance?
are not too difficult. So I got Erinn and Gina on the same team, and I got John and Wayne on the same team here. So I'm going to read the questions, and if
Girl power.
these are all multiple choice.
Good.
So
Thanks.
just say your
That
name.
helps a little bit.
So just say your name if you know the answer, but don't blurt it out. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then I'll acknowledge you, and then you can answer. So I got 5 questions. So let's get started. All right, first question. How many holes are traditionally played in golf?
John,
John.
18.
That is correct.
Oh, on the board.
All right, number 2.
He's quick. Watch out for
John,
this guy.
John is quick. He's a pro.
I was waiting for the multiple choice.
I'm
but,
sorry.
you know.
There's very little I know, but that's
So
one
if
of
you
them.
do know the answer, you can,
Okay.
Oh,
you
okay,
can
okay.
just say your name.
All right.
Oh,
All
did I
right.
cheat? Sorry.
All right. Question number 2. When you hit the ball and decide to shoot the same shot again, this is referred to as what?
John,
John.
Mulligan.
That is
Oh.
correct.
Happy Gilmore. Come on. I mean, that's all.
I can't even take a breath. This guy's so
I know.
fast.
I know.
Glad he's on your team.
I know.
Quick's not always good, fellas.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Somebody needs some training.
All right. Question number 3. If you shoot 1 over par for a particular hole, the correct score for that hole is referred to as what?
Wayne,
Wayne.
bogey.
That is correct.
Ooh, I would have got that wrong. Good job.
So we got 2 more questions here. So I'm going to say these next 2 are worth 2 apiece.
Goodness.
Oh, you're stacking the deck against us. All right.
All right. Here we go. Where is the tee placed when driving a ball? The caddy's head, the green.
Erinn.
Erinn,
The green.
that is
No.
incorrect.
Oh.
Is it the
In the
caddy's
ground.
head, the green, the tee
Gina.
box, or the fairway? Gina.
The
Wayne.
tee box.
Okay. She got it. She
you
got
I
go.
should
it.
have just listened to them all. but
Caddy's
I-
head is a good fun
I
one, though.
really, yeah. I mean, I think I'm gonna try that next time if I can get a caddy, but I'm not that bougie.
Bougie.
So the score is 3-2, and this is the last question.
All right.
Are you teams ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. The narrow strip of grass leading up to the green is called the
Erinn.
what? Aaron?
Fairway.
That is correct. You have
Wow, they beat us, John.
Oh,
from
man.
behind.
They beat us.
That's bougie, right? That's bougie.
I mean,
I never heard that word.
Bougie.
It is
Yeah.
clean, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is clean. It's
They haven't knocked us off
Yeah.
the way
beating
No,
men,
it's good.
beating men in sports is always bougie.
Oh man! All right, well that
He's
was
gonna go look that up. when we leave.
brought to you by again Longboard Tiki Beach Grill. Space Coast Trivia is always a fun event, so thank you, ladies,
come
very
from
much.
Very fun.
behind.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
but
win.
come from
to
behind,
win.
win.
Oh,
Great-
it feels
great
good
job.
to win.
Well, with the assist by our producer
I
by
don't
doubling
know
the points.
Yeah.
what you're
we won't
talking
count
about.
it.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, by the way.
Okay, I want to get back to golf. We got different kinds of golf. We've already talked about the foot golf, but what about the disc golf and the smash golf?
Smash.
Oh, smash golf. Okay, I can totally speak to this. This is so fun. So, smash golf is actually played with a bouncy ball like you get in the 25-cent machines.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's like a foam ball or a bouncy ball and a tennis racket that has a putter that sticks into the end of the tennis racket.
Get out of here.
You use normal golfing holes and you hit it with the tennis racket until you get up to where you putt on the putting green. And then you put the putter into the bottom of the tennis racket and you actually putt with the racket.
Oh, wow.
Where do you do
Here-
this?
Fun fact.
Who created this?
The creator is actually a local.
Ah.
He is amazing, actually. So if you guys are interested in learning a lot about smash golf, Daryl Pansanella at Turtle Creek in Rockledge is actually the creator.
Thank you, Daryl.
He is a really fun guy. They actually have a free Saturday session that they do once a month out there too. So if you're interested in just checking it out, it's really fun. You can play smash golf at Turtle Creek and at Duran. That I know of for sure. Does Melbourne have any?
But they don't. It's only certain times, right? Because I can't imagine they allow regular golfing and at the
So-
same.
Turtle Creek, I don't know that they have specific times. I think that they just stagger it so that way you're not like hitting somebody in the back of the head with a bouncy ball.
Oops.
Which
Well, smash golf.
there you go. If you guys
Right?
want to go play sports with me, then that's what happens.
Let's do this.
I'm dangerous.
That's just fun.
And then at Duran, you actually play on their small 9-hole. And you can play that actually. It's really cool that they have nighttime golfing out there. I don't know if you guys are
Yeah,
aware
I've
of that,
heard of
but you
night
can
golf.
play smash golf up until 9 or 10 o'clock at night out there.
The balls are like
Wow.
neon.
Yeah.
See,
Oh
that's
my
awesome.
gosh.
Yeah, it's really fun. I've been out to both courses to play, so it's really
Fun.
cool.
So
Yeah.
that's and then there's disc, right? You
And
said?
then there's disc golf, which is played with a frisbee.
Yeah, I'm no expert on that.
I have a
but
buddy of friend plays that.
is he a hippie?
No, he's not actually. He's an airplane mechanic, and but yeah, he plays that.
Why, a hippie can't be an airplane mechanic?
I guess that's a good point. Sorry out there, you hippies. I'm
come on,
flower power, baby.
Don't
That
be
was
picking
just a
on
joke.
us
You do
hippies.
need some training.
Disc golf
I
does
do need
have a
training,
little
yes.
bit of a following from the,
Sorry.
the hippies. So,
Peace, man.
and don't forget your hacky sack because that's what you do between.
Okay,
baskets.
so in disc golf, I've seen it, and they have, instead of like the pin on a green, which in regular golf, which the pin is, by the way, for those of you that are not golfers, that's the flagpole. And there's a basket that's like midway up from the ground.
Yep.
Okay, and so they take the frisbee and they tee off by flinging it, or whatever the proper term is, and you hope that you get a good one and it doesn't go off into the trees. But the game is the same as regular golf. You want to get the least amount of throws to get it into the basket on the green.
So we actually had that. It's on the plan for Riverview Park, which is on the water.
It's beautiful.
Very beautiful
Yeah.
park. I'm not sure if it's been installed yet. So that's definitely at least going to be, if not already.
There's a
available
big
at
following
Riverview
for
Park.
disc golf. There
Oh
really
yeah,
There is.
yeah, and these are both great types of golf to go play with your family, because you could take your kids to be
I
involved.
really want to try that.
I think
smash
too,
golf.
it's really important to highlight that there's a demographic spread as we start looking at golf in different ways, and it attracts a younger demographic
Yes.
to the sport.
Yep.
And maybe tomorrow I'm playing foot golf or smash golf, but in 10 years maybe I just want to play regular old golf because I can't run around the course like that
Right.
anymore. Doubt
Well,
it.
that's
but
a good segue for me because
go girl.
we have come out with our lessons that our pros can actually go ahead and teach lessons. We used to have outside people come in and do the lessons, but we have lessons for juniors and adults,
Awesome.
single and multiples. So keep that in mind. And when you were talking about attracting people to the Space Coast with families, well, if mom and dad want to get away a little bit and play golf, they get a lesson for the junior. And so everybody's happy at the same time, and the kids are learning something new. And I think when I talk to our golf pros, that's their big concern, that golf is going to get lost.
Listen,
They want those kids to
Right.
now get a hold of
Exactly.
it. And when I used to cover high school sports, another thing I used to hear is, what a great sport for these kids to get into in high school, because there are so few of them. And there are so many scholarships available.
I was getting ready to bring that up. My friend got a scholarship to UF for golf, and
Yeah.
there's so many, but they're not taking advantage of enough.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't
a
even think
massive
about that.
opportunity.
I didn't
So-
even think about that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I got kids in college and
Yeah.
and
That's the way to do it.
20-somethings.
Scholarship.
Yeah. Another really cool thing for the younger golfers that is coming next year is Sports Illustrated Prospects is actually bringing their youth golf tournament. I have provided everyone with some info on it. It was going to happen this July, but due to COVID restrictions and lack of timing and just everything went awry for them this year. But next year, and this is this year's pamphlet, but they are going to be coming to the state of Florida for the first time ever with the Sports Illustrated Prospects Golf Division. And it's going to be a 7-tournament leg for the state of Florida, and it will include the Rockledge Country Club.
Space Coast Big Bang. I like it.
Yep, Space Coast Big Bang, and we're really excited to bring that program here because it will encourage, youth golf. It will encourage, people to come in from these other places that are having tournaments to continue play throughout the state. So we're very excited about that program and a name like Sports Illustrated Prospects to come to the Space Coast.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, very.
And if anybody wants more information on this, where can they go to get it?
So you can contact our office for information, but they do have prospectsbysi.com. and they'll be releasing the full schedule probably in early 2022. Our office does provide sports grants to sporting events that attract outside of Brevard visitors. So this is a program that we are supporting through our grants. It is a program that they had to apply for and show that it is a stable and room night producing event, because that's what we want. We want people to come here.
It's a big name.
It's a huge name. I'm very excited about
That is.
it.
Yeah. I mean, especially with Sports Illustrated attached to it. That's what really makes it big.
Yes.
I'm loving more and more as these events are coming around, not just golf, but just in general. They're more and more, they're including the Space Coast. They have to, because we
Yes.
have so much here that you don't find anywhere else.
No,
Yep.
that, without question.
And that's for those of you that are listening all over the country right now. That's why you got to come to the Space Coast. You're going to see things you haven't seen anywhere else. And trust me, so many of you who have visited and end up living here because they're, wow, why would I want to be here year round, right?
Just to piggyback off of what you just said, I live in Orlando and haven't seen all the things here. So just to let you know, you don't have to. You can still live in Florida.
Absolutely.
We've been going around week to week, and we're on location. We take this show on location, and we've covered so many places after a year, and we're not running out of places.
No, not at all.
I don't think we ever will.
Nope.
There's just, So, okay, this is fantastic. It's called the Prospects by Sports Illustrated Junior Golf Tour. If you have a young boy or girl and they're interested in golf, you want to come down to the Space Coast, you want to get involved in this. It's fantastic. Great event.
Yep.
Okay. One more thing we haven't touched. Tell us about putt-putt golf. We got that here.
I love putt-putt.
I honestly haven't played a single day of putt-putt on the Space Coast, but I know that we have several places to play it.
Yes.
And beautiful courses.
Yeah.
Right. One of them's right over there on Cocoa Beach.
Yep.
We got a couple up in Titusville.
Yes. No, there's putt-putt courses all around that take the family. And again, it's a great way to get in and really kind of, if you're an amateur at the thing. And some real fun ones, too, like real creative type courses. There's some that you can, while you're putt-putting, there's alligators around there. I mean,
Yes.
we got some fantastic places. And definitely it's something that, again, you're on the beach. And I talk about the rock launches a lot, but it's true. I mean, imagine, okay, again, you're doing, because there's so many launches here on the Space Coast these days. You could be sitting there doing putt-putt with the family, and all of a sudden, there goes the launch going off. It's a perfect picture and a
Yep.
perfect type of experience.
Number one place for launches in 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. So, anywhere you go on the Space Coast, it's a great deal when you're golfing. And that brings up the Space Coast Fun Guide Deal of the Week, brought to you by Space Coast Fun Guide, which, guys, you could find a Space Coast Fun Guide pretty much at every major attraction or major accommodation throughout the Space Coast, or those of you that are around the country on your way here, go to spacecoastfunguide.com, check out what to do and where to do it. Today's Deal of the Week by Space Coast Fun Guide is Valiant Air Command, Tico Warbird Air Museum, located in Titusville. If you haven't been there, fantastic museum. I know that your family's and your husband's Air Force, right?
Yeah. And my favorite running trail is in Titusville.
Favorite running trail. I lived in Titusville for a lot of years. It's a fantastic destination. Warbird's actually open 9 to 5 every day. Fantastic museum. Matter of fact, if you listen to one of our first podcasts that we did at Valiant Air Command, there is a plane there that my father has a very rich history with.
It's unbelievable.
So,
this plane I first saw, it's an F-105. It's a fighter bomber. And it was built on Long Island in a town called Farmingdale. And I grew up in a town very close to that, Levittown, Long Island. And they were building that aircraft at that time. There was a lot of controversy behind it because of the cost of building the aircraft. We were just then entering the Vietnam War, and there were a lot of political people on both sides of the aisle were arguing, do we need this thing? Is it too much? Does it cost too much? Can it perform like we want it to? Yada, yada, yada. So what they did was Republic Airways, not Airways, I forgot what they call it, but Republic is the company that built it. And they decided to open it up and let the public come in and see the aircraft. And so my father took me, and I was like 15 years old at the time. That was like 1960, I think it was. And we went there, and I'm looking at the airplane, and I noticed that the serial number on the tail is the same numbers of my father's birthday, which was April 2nd, 1922. And so I looked at that and I said, "Hey, Dad, look at you got your birthday on the tail." Well, to make a long story short, 5 years later, I'm going into the Air Force, and I come out of basic training, and they assign me to McConnell Air Force Base. And what do I see? There's F-105s there, and I see that aircraft with that serial number on the tail, and I'm like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. What are the chances to this? I got to play the lotto, and there wasn't even any lotto in existence back then. All right, so there I'm 2 years now. I get my orders to go to Vietnam. I go to Vietnam, and I'm assigned to an air base. Guess what? That plane is there. Now, I'm speeding this up because there's a whole lot that went in between. Now, that plane was transferred to a base in Vietnam. So I happened to get assigned temporary duty, to that base in Vietnam. So now I am reassociated with that plane one more time. Now I get out of the Air Force, and now it's about 50 years later. I'm at Valiant Air Command, and they come and they tell me, "Oh, we just got a new air," because we create the commercials for them that we put in our book. We got a new F-105. Oh, I want that. I want you to mention that. And I go back there. It's that aircraft.
That is bizarre.
All over the world.
I love that.
Right?
Goosebumps.
I'm telling
That's
you.
crazy.
So
0492.
So you want to go check out Valiant Air Command Warbird Air Museum. They have actually over 50 vintage warbirds on display. They're constantly growing it. They're constantly expanding it. And it's not only just the planes and the different things. They got a fantastic gift shop. I've gotten things for my father on there out of that gift shop. And it's volunteer ran by volunteers from veterans. So go check that out. That is the Space Coast Fun Guide Deal of the Week. So thank you guys very much for that.
And they have the fly-in pancake breakfast.
Oh,
it's really cool.
Yes,
Yep.
that's really. Talk about that. Tell us.
Yep.
Oh, I just know that I think it's one Saturday each month. They
It's the
have
second Saturday of the
Second
month.
Saturday, yeah. They have a fly-in pancake breakfast where people can
Yep, absolutely.
come in and they actually fly in
Yeah.
and have breakfast. And
It's awesome. And they've actually opened up now. You can even drive in. So if you don't have a plane,
Yeah,
you're
you
not
don't have
left
to
out.
fly in. You can just show up.
Originally, it was just flying,
Yeah.
but it's grown. The popularity
It's
has
huge.
grown so much, and the food spread is fantastic. And with it, you get admission to the museum.
Yep.
It's a great way for a Saturday again. I mean, we got
That sounds
so
awesome.
much.
And you get to see all these cool small planes that people just literally are
do.
flying in to have breakfast. And they're like, oh, yeah, this is just my airplane that I flew in. And you're like,
What?
where do I sign up?
Yeah, like what? Yeah.
How do I get
I
that
just got
gig?
an idea.
What?
Fly by golf.
Fly by golf. How's that work?
We're in a
Like
plane.
you throw a ball in?
And you throw a golf ball. You fly by it. No, you throw a golf ball and see how.
We have too many airspace restrictions
Yeah.
here
I'm
to
gonna-
do something like that. I
I'm
think.
going to one up you, though. You know how you have triathlons, right? Could you, seriously, question, not just funny, combine all of them into one game? Could you, like, on one hole regular and then smash and then disc? Like, could you do that?
That sounds actually really fun.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
Only on the Space Coast, right?
Only on
Yeah.
the Space Coast.
We'll have to come up with an
We'll
event.
get working on it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
let's
that'd be
do
a
it.
great
We'll
event
make
to put
we'll
a
make national
Crane
news.
Creek and the Mallards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Space Coast Fun Guide. Putting that in there now.
All right.
Oh yeah, we gotta
We'll
plug
have to
ourselves.
talk. We'll have to talk before we do our grand reopening at Mallards.
That could be fun,
maybe
right?
That'd be something on the list. Yeah.
Is that you get all generations on the same course?
Teams.
Yeah,
Teams. Yeah.
Teams.
Fantastic, great. Well, let me ask you a question. When you guys are not at work, what are your favorite things to do in the Space Coast?
You going?
She's like, I'm always at work. I don't.
No, I'm not. I'm not. This I love this job, and it does afford me time to see a lot of things here and learn about a lot of things here. One of my favorite things to do that is just uniquely here is I love the airboat rides in the spring
yes.
when everything is really starting to first bloom, and you have just I don't know if like the gators are just like going crazy that time of year or if it's like mating season or something, but you see so many alligators. Like
Yep.
it's
I'm
like
glad you
actually
brought that
scary.
up. I'm glad you brought that up because if you're a golfer, you're going to see a lot
Yes,
of alligators.
lots of them. Yeah. yeah.
Okay,
And there's
and-
some big ones.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
there are.
yep. And if you happen to tee off and your ball lands and in close proximity of the gator, forget it.
Yeah,
Just
leave
leave
the ball.
it. Yeah, just leave it.
Don't
mulligan?
just
His
leave
now,
it.
no.
Yeah.
Just drop your ball
We don't
somewhere
like,
else.
we don't need a Happy Gilmore where you go after the ball and then all of a sudden the hands go.
No.
right?
No.
Please don't do that.
No.
So yeah, I love that. It's very much a uniquely like Space Coast thing, I think, to do. and to see a different side of it. Everybody thinks beaches. I like the real Florida experience that you can have here. That's kind of the trails, the swamps, getting back in the marshes and seeing nature. So that's my jam. And I love paddleboarding for that reason too. So there's lots of paddleboarding here. Kayaking, going out to the Thousand Islands and island hopping for a day on the river.
Have you either
really
ladies
fun.
done the bioluminescent yet?
No, I haven't.
You have, ladies.
I was scheduled to last month and we had a huge storm blow through.
It is life-changing. I love it. I love it.
All right.
Absolutely. What about you there? What do you?
So I too love my job, and I've always been a workaholic. And when you're a commissioned, self-employed salesperson, you work all the time. So this job has changed my life because I too now have time to actually enjoy life. And so like I said before, I love going to see live music. That's one of my favorite things. I am a city girl. So the whole real Florida experience really terrifies me. But my whole thing is I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone because, for example, golf was something I never would have attempted because to me it is a challenging sport. It's a hard sport. It takes practice and you can look like a fool.
Yeah.
So
it's fun,
I was always very intimidated by that. Other people do that. I don't do that. And so doing this has allowed me to step out of my comfort zone for other things as well. And, I was never really a beach person. I could count on one hand the number of times I'd been to the beach, even living here.
Right.
My friends would come visit. They were more tan than I was, and it was never a thing on my radar. And so now I'm also at that age where, working out as much as I can, trying to be healthy, eat healthy, do better. And I try to spend time at the beach enjoying what's right in my backyard.
Right.
And so, yes, I love sitting on the deck with my mimosa on Sunday mornings at River Rocks, but I also am trying to go and enjoy the relaxation and the time, all those God-given amenities that we have here in Florida that are free.
Come from all over the world to do it, right?
Yes.
So, absolutely.
Fantastic. That's great. I mean, the whole point of our visit today with you guys was to talk about Space Coast, talk about the golfing here at the Space Coast, and to let people know if you're really interested in coming and playing some great golf courses in great scenery, this is the place to come and do it. It's absolutely fantastic. There are great golf courses all over Florida, but I would put these 20 golf courses here in the Space Coast up against all of them or any of them. So, listen, we want to thank you both for coming with us today.
Thank you.
Gina Liberto, Development and Marketing Administrator for the City of Melbourne Parks and Recreation, and Erinn Stranko, Sports Commissioner for the Space Coast Office of Tourism. John, you got anything you want to add?
I just want to say, thank goodness it's Friday, ready for a fun weekend here on the Space Coast, and thank you guys so much for coming out.
And head to Longboards and get a mimosa.
That's it, guys.
How about you, Paul?
Paul Bird.
More podcasts.
Phil,
That's
starts
it.
with a P. Give me a break.
More podcasts. That's
Friday.
all I'm going to do. But I want to get some pizza from
Beachside Hotel and Suites. Their pizza is amazing. Yes, if you haven't had one of their pizzas there, it's delicious, very fulfilling and very tasty.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
That's a wrap.